Today, we're going to be trying out some of the craziest anti-theft and security solutions on the market for my 2021 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon 392. So this company called Bolt actually sent me a few of their products to test out. And really, this company just has a lot of different locking and anti-theft security solutions for not just Jeep Wranglers, but off-road oriented vehicles in general. Basically anything that you attach to your vehicle, they have some way or another to use your factory key as the key for all of the locks. So you don't have to worry about carrying a bunch of different keys to lock things down. Now, I'm a little skeptical of it, but I'm excited to see if it actually works. So each product that you get from them, you just program with your factory style key, and apparently after that, you're good to go. Now, the first product I actually got is a tow and recovery hook. So you guys know I added on the D-ring shackle to the rear of my Jeep. And of course, whenever you get aftermarket bumpers, front or rear, more times than not, you have D-ring shackles built into those bumpers. So you always throw on some D-rings. Now, with that being said, you run the risk of getting your D-ring stolen extremely easy. But with this, apparently you can eliminate that issue. Now, this is a recovery hook rated up to 10,000 pounds, and of course it mounts up the same way as D-rings do, so just using your normal shackle. But the crazy part is it's got a locking mechanism right there, so you're not able to pull the pin out without having the key. So basically eliminates the possibility of someone being able to steal your D-rings. Now, this one I already took the time to program, and I'll show you guys the process on the other products, but I just wanted to see if it was a real thing before I even showed you guys this stuff. But so far it's worked really well, and we'll install this on the Jeep as well as the other products, and I'll show you how to actually program them so you can actually see it for yourself. Now, you can tell this actual recovery hook is just a big and beefy design. It looks pretty cool, and I'm excited to see what it looks like on the Jeep, especially since I'm gonna have it centrally mounted in the back. So if you had two of them, you have that option of putting two up front, two in the back, whatever the case may be. Now, another product they sent, which makes sense, is going to be a receiver lock. So of course, if you have a hitch mounted shackle for your D-rings, you're gonna need a pin that locks so they can't steal just the entire assembly. So with that, it's pretty straightforward. They also sent a coupler pin lock. So on my 12-foot trailer I have now, I usually actually just use a master lock as the thing, and you have to carry that extra key to unlock it all the time, which is pretty annoying. So with this, I'm gonna be able to program my Jeep keys supposedly, and just be able to use that for my actual coupler pin. Now, to start off, let me actually show you guys how to program one of these. That way you can see how straightforward it actually is. And the packaging from the company is pretty nice. Obviously, you're just gonna order this stuff online, and I'll attach all the links down in the description below, as well as to their entire site. That way you can kind of pick through and see what you want. With these, it's pretty straightforward. On the last one, I'm sure the instructions will be the same. You just insert your key, turn it as far as you can clockwise, then cycle it 3 times. Whenever you pull it out, it's programmed. As you can see here, I'm just gonna insert my key, turn it clockwise all the way, and then I guess I will pull it back. Just like that, it's supposed to be programmed. Then to unlock it, you just twist the key, pull it out, and you're good. So for the coupler pin, I'm sure it is the exact same process. You can see here, whenever you pull it out, just a standard coupler pin with a lock, and the same warning tab we had on all the others. So same thing for this. Insert the key, turn it clockwise until it stops. That comes out whenever you turn it fully, turn it back. And we're good. So first things first, we need to remove the actual D-ring we have on it right now. And I usually tighten these up really tight with a screwdriver, that way nobody can take them off. At least not easily. So we've got the D-ring off, and I'm gonna pull out my normal receiver pin right there. That's on just like that. And then a similar process for the actual hook, but it does have a couple extra steps. It's the exact same process for locking, unlocking. That is unlocked right there. So what we're gonna do first is just simply line this up. Then it's actually locked in place. And then we've got these little clips to go over. They've got little edge pieces right here just to limit the movement on the actual hook. So I'm gonna get a set of needle nose pliers and actually install those. I don't have any snap ring pliers, and that's kind of what you need to separate that so you can put it on. This doesn't technically need it, it just needs it for reinforcement. So I'm gonna wait for another day until I have some of those snap ring pliers, and I'll actually finish the rest of this little part of the install. But for now, this is on, and it's not going anywhere since it is actually locked. That is what it looks like actually on the Jeep. Obviously, it's got quite a bit different appearance from a normal D-ring. Just looks absolutely massive, thick, and beefy whenever you get up close. But stepping back further away, it really matches the Jeep and it looks good. Now with the coupler on my trailer, like I said, I always have a different key for it. And I always keep these keys, it's got my work keys and everything like that, on whatever key to the vehicle I'm actually driving for the day. So having multiple vehicles definitely messes up stuff whenever you're going to be using those specific keys. But with this, anytime I'm actually using this trailer, I'm using the Jeep. So that'll actually make the process pretty easy for me, and I won't have to worry about carrying anything extra. And it's not going anywhere. That makes it really, really easy. Now let's try the ultimate test. So I've got my actual key right here, and I've got two other Jeep Wrangler keys. One's my really old one. So this is my spare key, and this, you can tell, is to my 2020 Jeep Wrangler. So let's see if this key will unlock it, because you can tell here, I don't know how these cut patterns will actually stand up to one of these locks like this. Obviously the patterns are quite a bit different here. This is my actual key, this is to my old one, but let's see if it works. So that did not work. That's pretty surprising. Let's see if the real key actually still works. It sure does. So not every Jeep Wrangler key will work. It is truly programmed to that specific key. So that's really awesome. That's the biggest thing I was worried about with the way these are engraved. I didn't know how the internals would work to actually clone that key to make it the right key. Now keep in mind that exact same company makes hood lock mounts, they make spare tire mounts, they make J mounts to bolt directly onto the Jeep, to mount up a high lift jack, all kinds of stuff like that. So definitely check them out, and obviously you can see the stuff actually works. Like I say, I was skeptical, but I'm glad that it really works the way they said it would. Now it is extremely cold out here today, so that's going to wrap up the video for today. If you guys haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you want to see next. But until then, Godspeed.